So we make way for Travis Kelce. He was one of our favorites last year at the Super Bowl in Houston, and joining us on behalf of Gatorade and the GX bottle. Let me get to the news first here with Alex Smith. When you first heard, what was your reaction? Your quarterback had been traded.
It wasn't even a hear it. It was all on social media. I mean, I saw something on Twitter, and then I had my girlfriend shoot me a text saying, "Oh, what the heck is going on with Alex?" And sure enough, from there, I just went online and started reading all this stuff. So I don't even know. I know we got to wait till March 16th for it to actually happen. But I mean, it's obviously as a teammate, as a guy where I owe a lot of my success to Alex. It's tough for me to kind of like part ways in a way, I guess. But it's until it's official. I mean, I'm just sitting here waiting for everything to kind of fall into place. But I mean, it was definitely news that I wasn't trying to hear.
Have you reached out to him?
Yes.
You talk to him or text?
Just texted him, asking him how crazy his life is right now and where he is. If he was around here, I was going to try and see him, but he's back in Kansas City already. So
he was a lot of fun yesterday. We didn't know when he was on yesterday that he was going to be. I knew eventually he was going to be traded. We didn't know where, so I'm throwing out possible destinations. But he has this. He got that chip on his shoulder. And he said, look, I was labeled a bust, and, then you have a Pro Bowl season. You get traded after a Pro Bowl season. They go all in to get Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it had to be a little bit of there's an elephant in the room, and it's Patrick Mahomes on the sidelines this entire season. Was it uncomfortable at all for you guys?
No, I don't think it was uncomfortable at all. I think, if anything, it made me play harder for Alex. Like I said, it hasn't officially happened yet, but I mean, you want to talk about a guy that's been there my entire career. You can't say my name without saying Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And it was that was a grueling up and down 5 years that we were together, and through the thick and the thin, Alex was always the one to point at himself, try and make things better himself, and put everything on him. And sure enough, I mean, as a quarterback, you can't ask for anything more than that. As a teammate, you can't ask for anything more than that. And all that does is just in a situation like last year, make you want to play harder for that guy. It makes you want the success for him.
I didn't understand. Now, I know Mahomes has a lot of talent, but why go all in and move up in the draft to take a quarterback if Alex Smith was putting up these kind of numbers?
That's the business side of it, I guess. That's out of my control.
But what's Mahomes give you that Alex Smith does not?
That is something I haven't seen yet. I mean, you want to say he can throw the ball a mile. Alex had the most 20-plus yard completions, touchdowns this season. And that was kind of his knock, was that he wasn't a downfield thrower. Well, he chucked it this year. And in some sort of odd way, I mean, I think having this year, I don't want to say necessarily made it easier for the Chiefs, but I mean, it was a year where they knew that this guy that has been loved in Kansas City forever, or for a long time, is getting an opportunity to get a really nice payday outside of the office, knowing that he had this awesome career, or had this awesome season. So, I mean, I don't know if that kind of made it easier for the organization to part ways, but I know that everybody in that office absolutely loved Alex.
It's Travis Kelce, the all-pro tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think, now I'm looking at a stat here on you. I don't know if you know this. No tight end has done this for 3 straight seasons. 83 catches, over 1,000 yards. So the 5th tight end in NFL history to have back-to-back seasons where you had at least 80 catches and 1,000 yards. So nobody's done that 3 straight seasons. So pretty impressive company there. Tony Gonzalez is in there. So
Tony G.
Good. Best tight end of all time is who?
Tony Gonzalez. Until anyone gets close to that 15,000 yards, I mean, I just don't see it. I mean, Gronk is definitely. I mean, if we want to talk about potential, I mean, at the rate that he's going, he could end up as the best. I mean, heck, I like to think I've had 1,000-yard season, 2,000-yard seasons out of the 4 that I've actually played. At the rate that I'm going, I'd like to think that I'm going to be the best. But in terms of longevity, Tony Gonzalez did it for a long, long time, and he was very consistent in what he did.
you're going to stay the entire weekend. I forgot your brother's playing in the Super Bowl, so I said, "Oh, you're going to be here for the weekend." You go, "Yeah, my brother's playing in the Super Bowl." Your relation? How much have you talked to your brother?
It's funny because I've been shooting him texts all week. I mean, the guy's getting married in April, and I'm kind of I'm the best man, so I got to figure out the bachelor party, and I got to figure out all these things. Make sure everyone has hotel rooms since I'm trying to keep it. No, you just focus on the game. I'll figure out all the stuff on the side. And he hasn't been answering any texts at all. And all of a sudden I get a text this morning talking about, so what do you think about Alex Smith and the whole Mahomes deal? I'm just like, are you kidding me? You too? You got to be out of your mind, man.
Now,
like, what are we doing?
Did you impart any wisdom after playing the Patriots to your brother?
I think their defense is definitely the key to this game. The Eagles, that is.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you got Tom and the weapons that they have on offense, but I mean, it's going to be a fun game to watch. I haven't been able to tell Jason anything he doesn't know already. I mean, Doug Peterson was an OC for us, so I mean, we have, I want to say, virtually the same offense, but very similar offenses. So I mean, the game tape is there, and the ability to score on him is definitely there. But I mean, it's
But could you give him any advice on the Patriots?
Him being a center, no, I can't really give him any advice other than just go out there and get the ball to Zach Ertz, man.
That would be it.
Yeah.
What would you tell Ertz since you play the same position?
Just get with Foles and be able to be on the same page. I mean,
Well,
Patriots
who would you pick on? Like, where's the soft spot there for him as a tight end?
As a tight end, I would say the middle of the field, but the Patriots do so much in terms of trying to take away that one guy. You never know if Ertz is going to be that guy. The biggest thing that you have to do is you have to have all your skill players making plays. I mean, you watch the game against us, Tyreek Hill, huge game. Yeah. Kareem Hunt came out in the first game he's ever played and had a huge game. If you get the run game going and you get guys making plays on third downs, you're giving yourself a chance because those third downs turn into keeping Tom off the field, and that's huge.
But you blow them out. I mean, you guys had the ultimate start to the season. And,
Tell me about it.
And here, we saw the weapons. Now all of a sudden, Alex Smith has toys to play with, and I mean, what happened?
You can't point it at injury, but we had a few glue guys go down. I mean, Eric Berry being one of them, Chris Conley being another. He was a wide receiver that I thought was going to have a huge year for us. Unfortunately, went down with, I believe, an Achilles, and it's just little things like that. Chris was huge in the run game as well as being there for Alex on the backside of like a 3-by-1. And it's just little things like that. Our offensive line got a little banged up, and all of a sudden the calls aren't being made the same. That's just on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
You take in the kind of Eric Berry and the defense and trying to get everything situated over there. It was just our team was just one. It just felt like we were one play away from having a 10-0 start to being 5-5 or 6-5, whatever we were.
Yeah. I want to see if you'll stay. I want to ask you about Thursday Night Football. Looks like Fox is going to get the entire package, and because I understand the player's side of this, but there's money involved in this, and you can't have both. You can't complain about it and then take the money. And so I want to get your thoughts on Thursday Night Football. So we'll continue with Travis Kelce, who's joining us on behalf of Gatorade, which we'll talk about that coming up as well. Thursday Night Football, and here we go again. Fox, it looks like, is going to get the entire package, the 10 games on Thursday night. You're only asked to play one Thursday night game a season, right?
I think we played 2 this year.
Oh, you did? Well, you had the opening night.
Yeah, the opening night, yeah.
All right, so that game ends on Sunday, and you got to get ready for a Thursday night game. What is different about that quick turnaround for you?
Definitely the amount of information and the time frame that you're getting it. I mean, when you're trying to still get an entire playbook for a team in terms of the scouting and everything, and you're trying to get it in arguably within 3 days, and it's that's a tough task to do. It's hard to try and scheme up a team when you only have a certain amount of time to get the plays in. So I mean that's probably the biggest. Later in the year, it gets a little bit harder on the body to have such a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
So I've been fortunate. I don't think we've had a late Thursday night game.
But keep Thursday night or get rid of it?
I think it's refreshing as a player. It switches up your excuse me, it switches up your routine. A lot of guys are going to hate me for saying that, but I mean, I do enjoy the Thursday night games. I think it's another way you can get out, get on TV, be in front of your family and friends.
And you get paid.
Yeah.
But what do you get paid for playing on that Thursday? I'm looking at the numbers here. You get 55% of $660 million that Fox will pay. Now, not you, but so each team gets $11 million.
You said Fox is getting this?
That Fox will pay for Thursday Night Football. So it's $11 million per team. How do you see that in your paycheck? Do you know what you're getting for Thursday night?
I'm pretty sure this statement is in that paycheck. I haven't looked and seen.
Do you
what
get
the
like
difference
100,000
was.
or I mean?
I would assume, yeah. I would think that they split it up evenly, but you're asking the wrong guy. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I should probably look into that.
We got a new poll question here, Paulie. What is it?
Well, you said you're in charge of your brother's wedding. You're setting it up.
Oh, yeah.
We're assuming that you're in charge of the bachelor party as well. Which Pro Bowl tight end would you want to set up your bachelor party? Travis Kelce, Rob Gronkowski? Break it down.
Wow. I don't know. Gronk would probably be the leader in the clubhouse. Here. Like you? You could be sneaky.
He rented out an entire yacht.
I might go Gronk. I like your personality, but I might go Gronk. Yes, boy.
We actually think that Travis may be a little more stealth, probably less media around it, less people get hitting in the below the belt, if you know what I mean, with the bros.
Oh yeah, Gronk loves to do like that cup check stuff.
Is that his gig? I haven't seen a lot of him and his brother.
Yeah.
I know him and his brothers are pretty active.
Well, your shirt has to come off and you got to dance, right?
Yeah, so basically it's either you want your shirt off, Dan, or you want to be with me and kind of hide in the trees a little bit. Be stealthy. Still a good time though.
Oh, I think you could be sneaky good. But I sort of know what I'm getting with Gronk. The mystery of what I don't know what I'm getting with you, Travis. That's what would entertain me here. All right, tell us about Gatorade. We love the product, and we always appreciate when they have guys showing up at Super Bowl to talk about it.
Gatorade, I'm here to talk about the G platform, the GX platform. I'm sorry. And they got these little pods, and it's something that we've been using at the Chiefs for the past 2 or 3 years, and it's all about customizing the replenishment of each athlete. And it's what it's doing is you're getting a certain amount of electrolytes depending on how much you sweat. So for me, I use 2 of these guys, these 6Ls, and you fill this up with water, put the pods in there, and sure enough,
good to go.
You're good to go. You're replenished, and
magic.
After I'm telling you, Gatorade's they're like magicians over there, man. I love all their stuff though. I mean, from the protein bars to the energy bars, I'm all in on Gatorade.
I have to ask you about the concussion you had.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get over that?
In terms of getting back to,
yeah,
I was, as soon as I had those two, I wouldn't say 2 to 3, it's probably like 10 seconds on the field where it looked like I couldn't even walk.
Have you looked at that video?
Yeah, it looks way worse than I felt. Because I remember I remember losing the ball right before I hit the ground. I just, in terms of being able to move a lot of stuff on my left side of the body, that's where it was a little awkward.
You look like a boxer out on his feet.
Yeah, I felt like I took Tyson's right hook for sure.
Yes, I mean that was.
But I didn't feel like I lost consciousness. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like it was because I've had a concussion before, and I didn't really remember a lot of the stuff. Everything was really foggy. Everything just felt like I just took a hit to my jaw.
Well, your teammates, I think you were trying to disguise.
Oh, for sure.
Like you were doing your damnedest, but we're watching it, and I'm going, he's out. I mean, you're done for the day.
Yeah, I have a rule that if I can get up and get off the field, I can get up and get off the field. That is, if it's a shoulder or an elbow or a wrist, I'm not going to lay on the ground and grab my arm and wait for the trainers to come out and just leave a question for my parents in the stands to say what the heck is wrong with them.
Were they there?
Yes, they were there. There was it was a playoff game, and my brother wasn't playing that week. So, but yeah, if I could get up, I can get up, and I felt like I could get up. And sure enough, the only thing helping me stay on my feet was Mitch Schwartz. So I love Mitch. Shout out to Mitch.
Could have used some Gatorade at that
I know. I mean, I could use a lot more than Gatorade there.
Gatorade in the GX bottle. He's Travis Kelce, the Chiefs tight end. It's great to see you, and always fun to have you stop by, and we appreciate you staying a little bit longer with us.
Always appreciate you, the bros, keeping me around.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.